It's BudPod 7.
And there's one guarantee. Neither of us will see heaven.
That's good.
Imagine that was just my phrase. Like a real, Craig Charles at the end of Robot Wars where he kisses fingers and salute.
All right. So
That
was Robot Wars. None of us will see heaven.
Yeah. We'll see you next week at 7. Remember, none of us will see heaven. No night. You as a 9-year-old are like, what?
What does he mean?
Yeah.
And then,
Well, you must have done something wrong.
but you'd be saying to Craig Charles, is it because of what we did to the robots? Is God, are they real? Are they alive?
Yeah. You let Matilda get absolutely done in.
Yeah.
And we think you've been molesting Sergeant Bash.
Craig Charles believes that the robots are as sentient as a 9-year-old. And he still hosts the show.
Yeah.
But he does also think that.
Is he scared of them? Is he?
He fears them, yes, but also he's aware that what they're doing is wrong. He's like an empathetic Roman emperor.
Yes.
With an arena full of barbarians.
He's tutting, and he'll always spare them with his thumb at the end.
He knows that there can be no other way of doing this.
Yeah.
This has to happen. This fight. But he feels awful, and he knows that God is judging him and everyone watching and cheering.
I guess.
Hence, none of us will see heaven.
Better that than if he was like Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator.
Yeah.
And he sort of goes down to sort of meet Sergeant Bash or whoever. So kill a lot.
Sort of
Gladiator, turn around to face me.
Giggling.
Yeah.
Robot. Turn to face me.
We had Robot Wars at my school. They brought Chaos 2, which was one of the winners. Chaos 2, which was basically like a printer. It looked like a printer and it could flip
The
flappy
one, yeah.
I think it was the only one that ever beat Hypnodisc, who I dated years ago.
Clang. Metal name drop.
Mum, Dad, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
This is Hypnodisc.
Oh.
Camera pants down
Yeah.
to the floor.
Mesmerizing, isn't she, specifically?
Chaos 2 comes in and flips your nan. Well, he wins.
But there was just like some school fete, and they went, and there'll be Robot Wars, and they brought like about 6 of the robots.
What?
That had competed, and they just did it in the school, like in the car park.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it was great.
That's such a...
For what wasn't like a good school.
That's such a I went to school in London thing to happen.
Yeah.
You're so much closer to... If like at my primary school on the Isle of Man, they would have been like, and the robots from Robot Wars are coming. They're happy to make if you're driving with the robots, I guess, in a van.
Yeah.
Let's say 10-hour journey to the... It's not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah, and it would be like a can of Pepsi Max, and they go, see? Isn't
Wow.
that so metal, isn't
Look,
it?
it can roll.
Yeah.
That's its attack.
Whoa, jump out the way.
The liquid will rust an enemy.
Yeah.
There's no time limit in Robot Wars sometimes. You just wait for the other one to rust. Did you ever think to yourself, I should build a robot? I wish I could build a robot.
When Philippa Forrester would go round each of the individual people and teams and say,
Yes.
And what have you got here? Within 2 words, within 2 nouns, my mind would go zoop, like a TV being short-sighted. Yeah, I just couldn't comprehend it. I couldn't comprehend it, and I just thought it was never going to happen.
Just no signal.
Yeah, I couldn't get my head around, even having Scare Electric at home, I couldn't get my head around what was actually functioning and what it was doing.
We're drinking robo juice, actually. That's what we like to refer to it as here, robo juice. That's what I think Diet Coke tastes like, the inside of a robot's head.
Yeah, it's difficult. You can't really pin it down to the flavour, can you?
I used to say on stage, people liked robo juice as an idea, but I used to say it tastes like if you tore a pipe off the wall of a space station and drank from it. That's what it would taste like.
A lot of steam, yeah.
The sort of metallic in a way that you can't quite define. I agree. You look at the robots and you go, okay, a remote control car, I guess. Then you have the wheels.
Yeah.
Then...
But you have to buy the remote control car.
Yeah.
There's a reason I'm not building one of those.
No, of course. Yeah. No. They don't build that. But you go, okay, but those are the parts. But even after that, you go, and then I weld...
And also,
chainsaw.
it probably was a good thing that we weren't doing that. Like, I'm glad that my parents at no point went up to my room when I was 9 and like, what are you doing? And I'd just been like, I'm making a weapon.
I'm trying to figure out a way to
Mother.
activate this saw
Yeah.
without me having to be there.
You know that chainsaw you let me have? It's crazy.
What was the most dangerous thing your parents let you do?
Most dangerous thing my parents let me do. You might have to answer this one first because it's going to be so whittling.
I had a knife, yeah.
Right.
Not like a fucking, on the news knife.
Yeah.
But like a pretty decent, like as big as a Swiss Army knife can get without becoming a problem.
Did you want to
legally.
do this?
Yeah, I like carving things and
Right, okay.
dicking around in the garden and trying to make an arrow or something. you know.
Yeah.
But
Just making all the foxes smaller. What have you done?
I've hunted you a pelt. A hat for you, mother.
Yeah.
We need urine to cure it. Yeah, probably that. I did cut my fingers a few times.
Oh, no.
But it was seen as a learning experience, I think.
Nothing of the sort. No equipment, nothing like that. And then weirdly, my parents just made me be a builder after my A-levels.
Huh? This is another chapter in your...
It's another crazy chapter. It's another crazy chapter where they'd moved from Croydon to this little village outside of Brighton, and they did that like directly after my A-levels. So that final summer where everyone's like going out and seeing each other, having no responsibilities between then and if you're going to uni, between then and uni. That's when we moved away. I was just so far away from anyone, like no phone signal, nothing.
Right, so it was like they were a reverse Rumspringa.
Yeah.
Like, now that you've graduated, you're finally almost out of our control.
Yeah.
We're going to kidnap you to the woods for a bit.
And they wanted to move from like the suburbs of Croydon to just somewhere nicer in the countryside.
Yeah.
And they found somewhere that was really cheap, but it was cheap because you needed to refurbish every single room. An old lady had been living there for years and had been only sleeping in the kitchen and had stuffed
like a hoarder.
Yeah, had stuffed the walls because there was no insulation. Had stuffed the walls with like newspaper and stuff and like certificates from World War II and stuff like that.
What?
There were items of paper that had been like signed by the king that my parents found just like stuffed in the walls. Yeah, really, really crazy stuff. And so she was moving out and she was going to a home. My parents had to refurbish every single room, and they hired like a scaffolder, and then the scaffolder hired me. And so for the summer, I worked as a scaffolder. No one ever believes me. I worked for a scaffolder for a whole summer. Obviously, completely untrained. Yeah. And just did that for like months and did all like loads of sort of like sanding and oiling down of wood and painting over.
That's more dangerous than whittling.
Sanding, loads of lathing, planing. Yeah,
that's more dangerous than whittling.
Yeah, but in my head when you said that, I thought you were like 4.
No, I was like 9.
Yeah.
But you did a construction work.
Yeah, I did.
In between clearing out fucking Captain Tom's wife's papers or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, we're the Ingram Moors.
Of course.
Do you know what I found out the other day?
What?
Hannah Ingram Moore is related to the other famous Ingram, Major Charles of coughing fame.
No, she's not.
Yeah, they're like in-laws.
She's related to the other scam.
She's related to the other scam.
The other famous.
Yeah, isn't that bizarre? Like, who's next? Is it going to be sort of like, and obviously they're cousins with Lord Lucan.
And they invented that thing where the guy comes to your house and pretends to sell you cleaning equipment.
Yeah, exactly.
They've patented that. It's called the Ingram method.
Yeah, the Ingram.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, isn't that mad? Major Charles Ingram is such an anomaly because do you know he chopped off all his toes years ago?
What?
Yeah, not like as a decision.
I thought you meant like as a way to get money.
No, he was like, he had his
grift.
lawnmower and he just ran over his foot and like chopped all his toes. I think they all got attached again, but he chopped all his toes off. But
in what order?
Yeah.
That's the riddle.
Yes.
That's a horrifying fact about a weird man. It's such a British crime or scandal.
It's so fucking ITV.
A man called Major something.
Yeah.
Doing coughing during a quiz. It's so not American.
It's so twee.
Yeah.
And didn't get the
He tapped his teacup in a certain Morse code.
Yeah.
It's like the annoying solution to a quite riddly bit of like a Poirot.
Exactly that. How to cheat in a casino.
Yeah. It's Miss Marple. How to cheat at bridge with Miss Marple in the room.
And it got so overshadowed by 9/11.
Yeah.
Everything about it is mad.
He's one of 9/11's victims in that sense. Yeah. That and Amanda Iannucci's show.
Oh, is that what happened?
Apparently, I think someone was telling me that Armando Iannucci show came out like the week of 9/11, and it was just no one was in the mood for comedy, and it got no coverage, and
Wow.
it was a victim of it. Yeah, I should look that up.
Yeah.
Scheduling wise.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's these are the two more victims
My God.
in their life.
Yeah.
I don't remember those things being close together at all.
No, it's that England beating Germany 5-1. Loads of like really big things that I remember. They were all within like the same week.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Jay-Z Blueprint came out on 9/11.
Really? Nickelback's is it Silver Side? That came up the same day as well.
Fucking
Wow.
hell.
So there was that. They were all the same day as the planes flying into the Twin Towers. Then a plane flew into the Pentagon on the same day. Wasn't that crazy?
What? I didn't even know. What do you remember about the day it happened?
I remember desperately trying to wake Seth MacFarlane up to say you're going to miss your flight.
And it was real, like it was like that scene in Airplane, slapping
come on!
crowbar water.
Yeah. Nothing. I remember having a normal day at school and then finishing the day at school and some people being like, oh, did you hear someone's crashed into the World Trade Center? And I didn't know what the World Trade Center... I was aware of Twin Towers. I didn't know what the World Trade Center was. I thought they were two very separate things.
Yeah.
And then I came home. My mom was just watching the TV. And then I remember she was saying that the news reports had been insane because the only thing they could report at the time was a plane has crashed into a building in New York. So everyone thought it was like the Wright brothers, like a single person hang glider sort of
like
thing.
a little Cessna thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like flown into a cinema in Iowa or something like that. And then it turned out to be bigger. That's what I remember. And then it was a real Mandela effect thing where me and a bunch of people
Nelson
at my school,
Mandela did it.
he was giving those addresses that he was sending. He was sending from his prison cell. Loads of us thought that they'd flown into the Empire State Building and had specific images in our head of the Empire State Building collapsing, and in the backs of our minds going, I'd lead with that on the news.
Yeah,
they keep showing us the Twin Towers thing, but I'd lead with the Empire State. That's taller.
Yeah. I just remember coming home and it just being impossible to watch anything else on the TV but that.
Yes, I think, because you're a couple of years younger, I had this with Diana's death, which was childish selfishness of going to my nan's and being like, okay, but seriously though, seriously, when are they going to put Biker Mice from Mars on? Because we know now, don't we? It's 3 PM, so we all know about Diana. We all know she's gone.
Why don't we all relax with some of these mice that I know?
I think they're going to beat Limburger this time.
They're bikers, and you'll never guess where they're from. Let's turn this Limburger.
I think that was the name of the bad guy.
Can you look it up, Felipe? I used to write Biker Mice from Mars.
In what was the most fucking Rolodex Mad Libs generated TV show of all time? Biker for mice. Okay. From Slough. Spin it again. Just
and they are
meaningless.
Fucking shredded. Okay.
Yeah, they were like the original furries. They were like furry hentai. Yeah.
Lawrence Lactavius Limburger.
Wow, I never thought I'd remember the antagonist.
Lactavius.
Lawrence Lactavius Limburger.
A milky Roman emperor. Lactavius is a disgusting name.
I find it so funny when you look at ancient Roman and ancient Greek names and you sort of go like, and we didn't know which of them among them was the spy. And was it Claudio? Was it Silvio? Or was it Surveillus? And you go, that guy, the guy we named the word after.
The guy...
CCTVO. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I think it was him. Et
two hidden cameras.
I'm really struggling with Lactavius. It's so disgusting.
It's so disgusting.
All the antagonists have cheese names.
So have they gone for? But they've gone for
because of mice.
Napoleon Brie.
Napoleon Brie.
What kid's gonna fucking get this?
Napoleon
Lord Camembert.
Lord Camembert.
One guy just called Provolone.
Oh, come
Also,
on.
there's no they've done nothing with the names.
So one guy's just called Alan Cheese.
Yeah. Laughing Cow the Mouse.
Baby Bella. That could be one.
Keeps going. There's loads.
It's amazing to look back and think about a show like Biker Mice from Mars and just go, yeah, that got made. That got made. Nothing gets made now. Nothing weird.
Kids TV must be so draining too. I mean, I used to write on kids TV.
Yeah.
It's really draining.
Because you're so limited, right? It's like saying you're painting with such a limited palette of humor colors.
Yeah, I used to write on a TV show which was like CITV's morning show, a bit like you had like Milkshake on Channel 5.
Yeah.
But it was their Saturday and Sunday morning show that was on between like 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. And it was just these 4 presenters who were talking in between like Powerpuff Girls and Ninjago and all those sort of things.
Yeah.
And they just had the same features every single week. And there'd be one feature where like 2 of them would do a head-to-head and be like, what do you prefer? Party or sleepover? And the other person would be like, I prefer a party. And the other one's like, I prefer a sleepover. And they go, party, sleepover. And then they go, well, there's only one way to settle this. And the camera zooms out and they're wearing big sumo wrestler inflatable costumes. And they go, fat suit dance off. And then they would just have a dance off. And then they would just go into, Powerpuff Girls or whatever.
Yeah.
But you were so limited in what you could have arguments about, because you'd be like, okay, let's do chocolate.
Roll-ups, fags.
You do chocolate sweets, and they go, well, actually, compliance might be a bit funny about us promoting sugary food, so you can't really do that. And eventually you're just submitting fucking bullshit like, do you prefer nature or nurture?
Democracy, fascism.
Yeah. Parable or Bildungsroman? Bildungsroman. There's only one way to say it.
But that would be fun. Like, that would be good. Kids would learn what those words meant.
Oh, we were sending in like insane bullshit.
Yeah.
That like, and occasionally it would get through. Because also the problem is, after a while, you just zone out, and you're sending in stuff that you're like, this is to make the producer laugh. But sometimes if the producer's also zoned out, then it ends up going to compliance. And we had this character that it was like a break bumper, like you get with Pokemon, where there'd be sort of like a silhouette of a Pokemon that would be like, who is it?
Who's that Pokemon?
Find out after the break.
Yeah.
They had this, we had this like refuse collector, this bin man character, and the idea was he was rifling through a celebrity's bin, and he'd be sort of like, I've got gold medals and some running shoes and a Jamaican flag. Who could it be?
Right.
And they were like
Margaret
the guy.
Thatcher.
Yeah. Bottle of milk and a big wig. She left her wig in the bin.
A miner's hat.
Yeah. Wait, so she owns all those things.
She took it? She took it from him?
Yeah. Okay. It's also, it'd be really weird because you'd go, why is Usain Bolt thrown these items away?
Yeah. It's Usain Bolt who's had a breakdown.
Or you go, someone has killed Usain Bolt. And they're just both, they go, we found one of his shoes in one bin, and then 20 yards down the road, we found one of his shoes in another bin, but burnt. And then one of his medals was found melted down, but in one of those We Buy Gold stores.
And his head was in the canal. But it's swollen. So who is it?
It got to the final layer of compliance before they angrily emailed us and told us you can't call him Gary Litter. Because we'd written it in to make the producer laugh, and then it got like one step to going on TV, and it just got missed by everyone.
Did you keep the character?
Yeah, the character was still there.
Great.
His name was just like Johnny Bins or something. He just like didn't make any,
Adolf Rubbish.
Bin Laden.
It's Bin Laden.
Isn't that fun for the children?
They'll learn. Yeah. It's important for them to know who this is.
Yeah. What's he found in this bit? Some loose change. And some
some steel which isn't melted. Did I ever tell you that about I met a guy at uni who he was an academic, but he'd proved that the 9/11 thing worked. It made sense. It was fine.
As in that jet fuel can indeed
it can
melt
soften them
beans.
enough. Yeah. So he was like, it was such a mistake. Because he was an engineering guy.
Yeah.
He was like, I saw the conspiracy theories, and I'm a materials engineer and a structural engineer, so I thought It's interesting. Like, I'll find out.
I flew a passenger jet.
He's got like a mortarboard made of tinfoil. It's like a conspiracy academic.
Yeah.
He said, so I did a bunch of studies and simulations and I built these models and basically published this massive paper proving that the temperature doesn't melt, but it gets soft enough that combined with the weight of the floors above
Yes,
kind of
exactly.
squeezes through it. It's like toothpaste or something.
Yes.
He explained the whole thing to me in layman's terms, but I was like 19, so I can't remember. But it made sense. And he published it naively going, See? No, I know. It was a question in my mind too, but actually it's fine. And the amount of like in psychotic fucking emails and like letters he would get. Like he basically
I bet the letters were more psychotic than the emails because they were handwritten.
Yeah. But basically he just essentially fired a flare in the air to attract the most mentally deranged people on earth to get in contact. And I think he had to delete his email address and just get a new one.
I lived with a guy at uni who was like he read a book on it. And I remember him coming down to the living room and being like, we need to talk to someone about this. And it was like, no, you haven't found that out.
Like in a horror film where they call it The Constable.
Yeah,
he comes around and goes, who's been at the windows in this mansion?
But he was like, yeah, it's all like, it was orchestrated by George Bush. It all adds up. And it was like, firstly, read any review of that book online. Firstly, it doesn't. But also, you're acting as if these papers came through your letterbox. You bought a book. You bought a book from W.H. Smith. You haven't discussed, like, what do you mean we need to talk to someone about this?
You have to remember that it wasn't the only copy of the book.
Yeah.
You didn't.
They'll be on to me now.
You didn't buy it from a W.H. Smith's that wasn't there when you turned around.
Yeah. Although that is pretty much every W.H. Smith. Apart from the service station ones, if you go into now, it's like 90% empty.
Yeah.
And you see like a flash of a blue shirt disappear around the corner and you're like, it's a staff member. I think it was a staff member here.
You go to the till and they say, do you want to buy a copy of the Daily Telegraph? It's 8 inches thick. It weighs as much as a dictionary. And you can have a kilogram of chocolate and a big water. I don't want it.
Did you know about the W.H. Smith's charts?
Yeah.
Did you consider doing this with your book?
For anyone listening, you can pay a certain amount, I believe, to just be in the W.H. Smith charts.
Yeah, it's not a charted thing. It's just you throw money at it and they'll go, do you want number 12?
Yeah, let's go. You're number 3, I suppose. Then some of it is real, so as to keep. I think like. Because at the same time as you can pay for it, I don't think you can buy all of the slots. And also, if something is a bestseller...
That'd be crazy. If you were like, I'm 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like when the Beatles would occupy half the chart, but all with the same song.
And number 1 is Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And number 2 is the most like haunted...
I just thought we'd release Get Back Again. I just think we should release a different song. No.
No, it hasn't been remastered. Okay. Well, it's number 1, yeah, fine. But like number 1 will be like a bestseller because they are also selling lots of that. But then it'll maybe be like 3 or 4 where you go, that's not Sapiens or whatever the fuck is selling. So I'm not sure. You can't buy all of it, but you can buy some of it.
I wonder then
it's unclear to me how it works.
Could you get in touch with W.H. Smith's and go, if I were to give you enough money, would you be able to promote a book that I haven't written? But could you really, really do your absolute best to promote like Ant Middleton's autobiography and suddenly it's just zooming to number 1?
Do it for someone else.
Yeah. But you just fill it with like memoirs of Tommy Robinson and Nigel Farage.
So you could curse someone, right? Here's an idea. Because I remember saying ages ago, like, what would happen to your life if like Elon Musk just tweeted, love the latest BudPod.
Fuck. Oh,
right?
man.
Think about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
It would be such a sort of cursed jewel to be handed.
We go, what did he possibly like about it?
Why did this happen? How did this happen?
Which bit?
Yeah. How long?
Was it the white South African bit?
How long have you been listening for? White South African artist?
Yeah.
Very
racist.
Which is very literal.
Yes.
You could do that with someone's book. If someone's self-published like a mad book, you just like an eccentric billionaire.
Yeah.
You could pay for it to become a bestseller. and just ruin their life because they'd have to write another one, and they couldn't really write the first one, and ruin a bunch of publishing people's careers because they wouldn't be able to tell what's real anymore.
Yeah,
You could twist reality.
Well, I'd quite like to do that. If I were a billionaire, I'd just buy up loads of ad space on like ITV, and it would just be me slowly rotating on a podium, and it says Glenn Moore, Glenn Moore, and then it just ends. But it's not advertising anything.
Rotating so slowly that people watching online do that thing where they put their mouse on one side of your head to see if you're actually moving, and they go away and get a drink and come back. And then your head's moved a bit past the mouse, and they go, "No, he is moving. He is moving."
Can you,
Glenn Moore?
Could I advertise me eating KFC and talking really positively about KFC, but I'm eating it horribly? And can KFC do anything about it?
You're eating it horribly, shirtless.
And it's just zooming in on the chewing a bit too many fragments are just rolling down your face.
It's very Tim and Eric.
And you're going, but I'm saying it's good.
I like it. I'm saying I like it. You can't say it's defamatory.
Yeah, is it illegal to stand outside of a McDonald's going, "Oh, I've eaten so much McDonald's and it's so I'm having ow, come to McDonald's." Fuck. What can they do? What have you done wrong?
Could you do that in a Michelin-starred restaurant? Just constant groaning and farting and
yeah. More of this, but this is great.
It's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Take some chemical that does that to you and then destroy the hard-won reputation of an incredible restaurant. Just stink out the whole dining room. Yeah. If any prank show that had some actual guts would do that prank.
Would be, to shut down rules in Covent Garden. Once and for all.
I'm here at the Fat Duck.
Yeah.
And the real mystery is going to be where that smell is coming from.
Just go into a restaurant, shit yourself.
But also the Fat Duck, the people would be like, is this part of it?
Yeah.
Did Heston want the room to smell like shit?
It's to remind you of what it will be.
But in the sewer, the delicious mushrooms grow.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is this clever? Is something clever happening to me? I hope so. I hope when I tell people about this, they'll be impressed with me.
He's watching on CCTV in one of the back rooms going, I think this third thing was a mistake. It's not, in my head it was better.
He's watching like this, just going, let's try more farts. Maybe there's not enough. I think if we have to be certain, if we're going to never do this again, we need to be sure. More. Send in that way to it. Yeah. Walk right past them. Yeah.
Activate now.
Is that a smile?
Yeah.
Or a grimace? We need better cameras. Speaking of smelly restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do some correspondence. This is from Tommy Robbins. I doubt it. Hi, Pierre and Glenn.
Hello, Mr. Yaxley Lennon.
Terrible knowledge to even know that. Terrible. But yes. Firstly, welcome Glenn to the fold. You've marched in with the authority of Dr. Manhattan, Bruce Forsyth taking back the Falklands. That's a reference to episode 2 or something.
Right.
Years
What a completely blue Bruce Forsyth story and naked.
But like a giant Bruce Forsyth with white eyes going, nice to see you. Smashing smashing Argentinian tanks with his big foot, laser eyes. Like that scene where he's in Vietnam. In the real one. Higher or lower. It's smashing a jet out of the sky. Yeah.
For a while. For our Bruce Forsyth was just in space because he was sick of us.
I'm tired of these people caught up in the tangle of their lives. And then he's doing the same pose on Mars.
Yeah.
His head is on his hands.
If that's who all the Watchmen were, just Saturday night shiny floor, Stephen Mahern saying, I'm not locked in here of you. You're locked in here of me.
Chris Tarrant.
But he's just talking about celebrity catchphrase.
Chris Stone, you're locked in here with me. Saying, but I don't want to give you that as he's about to spray the hot oil.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Good reference, Tommy. See photo attached. Get in the bin. Who chooses a railway company? If you want to get it. So it's a sign, something that he hates. Thank you for choosing Southwestern Railway this Valentine's Day.
So we've just done The Simpsons.
That's a Simpsons reference. They've
Yeah.
just put on a sign, yeah.
Yeah.
So they go, okay, but it is a train now, but in the card, in the show, it's a pun because they've put a train on the card.
Yes.
So it's not a
And
pun, it's not
hang on. So this is a train company that's done this.
yeah, Southwestern
And
Rail.
so Southwest have said thank you for going on us.
Thank you for
So
thank you for riding
the
us on
train is saying,
Valentine's Day.
Thank you for being inside me.
They should
on
have said that.
Valentine's Day.
Thank you for
Because
thank you to all of you for coming inside me.
I
on
don't
Valentine's-
like to think I'm inside a sentient train.
Yeah.
When I'm on the train. So if you're on Valentine's Day, they go, oh, somebody likes me. You go, I'm just trying to get from Vauxhall to Kingston. That's all I'm trying to do.
You mean you wouldn't like it if, as you stepped on the train, it went, it made a horrible little noise. You don't think that would be good?
No, really, yeah.
You felt the train go,
Yeah. Oh, please try to only flush the toilet when I stop.
When loads of passengers come off, the train's just going, oh.
Yeah.
Just a relief.
There's a depressed man driving my head.
That's the kind of, word for word, the kind of text that I used to see come into the radio show. from people.
Why are you sending me this?
There's a depressed man driving my head. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think we'll read that one out. I think we'll flag it. We'll flag the number. Yes, Tommy says, Tommy takes issue with the idea of choosing a train. Because it's like,
Yeah, you don't
how
have an
else-
alternative with Southwest. Yeah.
Thank you for choosing to travel on Southwest trains instead of, just sprinting directly south
Yeah, the
to your
only thing
destination.
Choose certainly in London, is the tube. You can wait for the next tube, but that's a real slight on the driver.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
the driver sort of starts following, you go, I'll go next one. I'll go
That
next
would
one.
be great. If he saw you look in the carriage and go,
I'm okay.
it's okay, you have a good one.
Yeah,
I'll wait.
I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good.
I'll get the next one. I'll get the next one. I think that would completely fuck with them for the whole day.
Yeah. If that happens to them 3 times, they get full retirement. It just keeps happening. Why do people keep turning down my tube?
If you do it at like the tube at like 5:40, like the first one, that's the whole day he's going to be thinking about.
Yeah, man.
Just be like, a guy didn't turn.
He turned down. He was the only rider.
He turned down my train, and I asked the guy, but he got on the next one. So why? That's great. Yeah, good prank. Another good prank.
Another good prank. A trickaloo.
A trickaloo. We've got some wacky packaging from Dan. Dear Pierre and Glenn, I've attached some photos of an overly chummy vending machine at the hospital I work at in Portsmouth. The writing makes me gag. KOJI Dan. We don't do rabbit food or bird seed. ... Right?
Because we're a hospital. We're a fucking hospital.
We're a hospital. We only do, and then suddenly it turns to green letters. It's from brown.
Yeah.
We only do delicious, healthy nosh.
Oh, man. Fuck.
Delicious, healthy nosh can get fucked.
Nosh as a word has been ruined by blowjob connotations, which in turn are dreadful.
Yeah.
That's a horrible connotation, a horrible use of the word nosh.
The idea of someone having your dick for dinner. Sort of knife and fork and a big bib.
It's so
I had his dick
cartoon
for
pig with a
dinner.
knife and fork.
Yeah.
Cheeks bulging with. Yeah, it's just awful. It's awful. It's so bad. So it's the word. Sadly, nosh has fallen. Nosh has fallen as a word.
Nosh
So
has
you
fallen.
can't say this to a vending machine. is full
Lovely
of blow.
nosh. It's full of nosh. Just you have to put it in the slot where you get the sort of. Otherwise, you would get the can.
Making a complaint at the reception. Go, I'm sorry. The vending machine at the hospital says it's full of blowjobs. How do you think you're in Silent Hill? And the vending machine's not there anymore, but it did say.
Also, I paid for it and nothing happened, so I kept hitting the side. I kept hitting it until. We only do delicious, healthy nosh from the best producers we can find. No hippie swinging, no tree hugging. What's hippie swinging?
Wait, so it's a bit right wing.
It's like
a
a
vending machine.
But it's like it's trying to put like right wing blokiness, but still be trying to sell you health food. Oh man. Whoa, there's nothing more football than a salad.
Yeah. Talk to your mates while you have this Yorkie.
Even worse, talk to your mates while you have this piece of feta cheese.
Yeah.
What? This is like going, don't be a fucking pussy. Eat this vegan wrap.
Yeah.
Have a handful of almonds, you fucking cunt.
It's really gross.
This is really gross.
Did I ever send you the absolute worst, the worst trio of wackaging and friendliness I ever encountered in my life? It was my agent Kath's wedding, and Katie and I were staying at a place in Manchester. If you wanted to get an ironing board out from a communal cupboard in the hallway, it said irons and ironing boards, ... for ironing out wrinkles and shit.
Wrinkles and shit.
Don't say shit, you're a hotel. Like, how dare you?
Also, don't trick me by trying to tell me that I can iron out the shit.
Yeah, the steam made it so much worse.
Fool me once. Fool me once.
I've been stung in the past.
I've now ironed turd marks into my shirt and burnt it deep into the fur.
Turd eye me once, shame on you. There was that, and then there was a little bottle of orange juice that was sort of like, and I contain all those juicy bits that are great for yum. And it was like, I'm in hell. And then there was a sheet that sort of said like, this is what your room has, and it was sort of like kettle, chair, and then it was like TV for Netflix, brackets, chill, optional. And it was like, are you telling me whether or not I may fuck? How dare you?
You can watch Netflix on this TV, even if you're fucking. Or not.
Yeah. Actually, the ironing experience put me off, and my room smells dreadful.
My room is full of turd steam and smoke. Because initially it was steam and then it burnt. So it's both, actually. It's burnt turds. So there'll be no chilling, actually. And the only thing that I could use to put out the fire was your fucking orange juice. There'll be no yum from the bits.
I don't want your iron anymore. Would you like a steamer? I already fucking took one on the shirt. That's indignant, shitty man complaining at home.
Really angry.
Excuse me, I've soiled myself.
I've covered my room in shit. What do you propose to do about this?
Yeah. What am I meant to do now? Goodness me.
So, no hippie swinging, no tree hugging. Just stuff yourself happy as you like. Great tasting grub. Which just happens to be healthier than your average kick in the nuts and raisins. Average kick in the nuts and raisins? Is that Cockney rhyming slang?
It's all just vile.
Dan, this is really horrible.
And I don't know where this started.
Why is it on a hospital vending machine? Aren't people in there having a bad enough fucking day as it is? I really dislike it when it also doesn't work. So like this thing where it's healthier than your average kick in the nuts and raisins. That's not a thing. That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Healthier than your average kick in the nuts and raisins.
Yeah,
you're just saying nuts and
nuts. So healthier than me potentially being rendered infertile.
Yes. But even then, they're just going, oh, just say and raisins. And you go, why? And they go, oh, because you said nuts, and nuts and raisins are one of the healthy things we sell. You go, right, but it's no longer a phrase.
Yeah, you've done the punch of the setup's kind of almost afterwards.
You've created this mutant joke that isn't even really a joke.
Also, I know those sort of foods you get in vending machines. They're disgusting. But then also you look at the sugar content. The sugar content's really high because they're like, well, obviously we want it to taste nice. I always wanted to start a health food brand that was called, do you want to be healthy or not? And the idea is it tasted disgusting, but it gave you everything you needed. It was basically Huel. It was Huel before Huel was around. Yeah. And there was no flavor whatsoever because it was like, it is literally just leaves. It's leaves and the bare minimum of protein you need. And it's called, do you want to be healthy or not? And the idea was there is no flavor to this whatsoever.
I think they would do well. I've often thought that with like in periods when I'm actually taking care of my diet, not to like now, I've thought to myself like, I would love it if there was a place, and some places get close, like Leon sometimes, or you just go, I just want like chicken meat, like steamed chicken and vegetables.
It's so
and I can't,
hard to
you can't buy that.
Just get
something without mayonnaise on.
A cappella meat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nothing
yeah,
else.
Yeah.
Nothing. I just want a cappella beef. Could I have the beef, brackets a cappella? And it's like, do you want any rice? No carbohydrates whatsoever.
Yeah.
I want to look like I'm dangerous.
Yeah. I want to look like a man that this morning was a dog. And a wizard turned him into a man, and he's buying the kind of things from a shop that a dog would buy if it had a credit card and a brain and could walk around.
Yeah.
The M&S 3 pallets of meat for £8.
That, I want to look very, is there someone we can call for you? I want to look extremely of no fixed address.
I want to look like, Ghoul in film.
Yeah.
Like the meat equivalent of the guy from Men in Black with the sugar.
That, no indication of what your socioeconomic situation is whatsoever, but you could be in a suit, you could be in a tracksuit.
Yeah.
I was thinking earlier, we were discussing beforehand, I came straight from here from being a guest on Brett Goldstein's Films to be Buried With podcast,
Yes.
which you go through a series of films. And something he asked me is, what film scared you the most? And I completely forgot that arguably it would have been Men in Black, because that guy terrified me.
Horrifying, yeah.
The idea of a person who doesn't quite fit someone's skin.
Yeah, and inside is, a fucking cockroach. Like, it's
And his
so many
blinks are the wrong way.
It's
And
so many horrible things at once.
he's got one like cloudy eye.
And his jaw's on like backwards at one point, and he's trying to like pour sugar through it, and it's
Sugar and water. Sugar and water. God, it was vile.
really
bad.
disgusting.
Yeah.
We should say as well for anyone listening, Button Boys is now out.
What made you think of that?
You mentioned Brett's podcast, which reminded me that we have another podcast.
We have a podcast, yeah. Second episode's out tomorrow. First episode has been met with a lovely reception.
Yes.
From many of you, which is very, very kind of you. Thanks for listening to both of these things.
Yeah, it's if anyone missed the announcement or any of the stuff that's on Instagram, it's me, Glenn, and Sarah Keyworth talking about games.
Yes,
and gaming.
Literally just the video games we play and like, and video games we think you would enjoy. So it's not a news podcast or anything like that. In terms of news, we will be reviewing games when they come out and talking about big ones that are on the horizon.
Yeah.
But generally, it's just
and riffing.
It's just very silly. It's
Fun
riffing.
riffs.
It's
Riffs and reviews.
It's BudPod but with video games.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm really into it.
I bet you are. Let's get over to the VIP section, the VIP stinky restaurant.
Yeah, let's do that. I think I need a change. I think I need a change of room.
Thanks very much for listening, guys. KOJI, see you next week.
Thank you so much, KOJI. See you next week.